Are you working out regularly but not seeing the results you want? Dieting phase can be tough. Sometimes you feel like you're doing everything right, yet still not getting the results you want. The reality is that you might actually be hindering your progress because you may be doing one or a few of these 8 common weight loss mistakes. First mistake is not waiting or tracking your food. If you're someone who isn't seeing progress and has never tracked what you were eating before, I would recommend you do an in-depth food log where you measure everything for a few days so you have an insight of what you're truly consuming. It can be easy to eyeball food and assume the number of calories you are consuming, but if you aren't tracking what the actual amount consists of, you may be surprised how fast calories can add up that you are unaware of, which won't help you reach your goals if you want to be in a calorie deficit. If, for example, you have a handful of nuts and you think you're only eating 100 calories if eyeballing it out, but if you were to truly measure it, you could be easily having around 200 extra calories that you didn't track. So if you're a beginner with zero knowledge on calories and macros and have fitness goals to achieve, you have to weight your food. You don't have to do this forever, but it does help you get an accurate picture of your calorie consumption, learn more about nutrient profiles of food, and also keep you accountable. Once you learn your correct portions, you can stop weighting. Second mistake is relying on a scale weight only as a measure of progress. Scale weight doesn't always reflect what your body composition is. The scales don't tell you how much body fat or muscle mass you have, or even where fat or muscle is distributed in the body. Weight is not a true reflection of our body shapes because two people can weigh exactly the same but be completely different in size and physique. Firstly, you might actually be shaping up, but the scales are making you think you're not, because you have to know that the muscle weighs more than fat, and you can't be losing fat while gaining muscle and toning up. So make sure you take body measurements frequently and take those before and after pictures to track your true progress. Unlike scales, which just show overall body weight, body measurements can actually show you how certain parts of your body have changed. Taking measurements of your waist and hips can allow you to see reductions or gains in certain areas that you are trying to improve. And lastly, remember that weight fluctuates. Our bodies change due to hormones, fluid retention, and bathroom frequency. So don't get down and give up because the number on a tiny machine doesn't read what you want to see. Mistake number 3 is keeping your trigger foods in the kitchen. If you have your favorite chocolate at home, you will end up eating it. Sooner or later, but it will happen. Am I right? When we are stressed or bored, we often distract ourselves with food. And a lot of times this is just mindless eating. But food is food and it's not going anywhere. So you don't have to eat like it is. You simply need to break the emotional connection you have to eating in these situations. Try replacing this distraction with something else. For example, go for a walk, read a book, have a shower, or make yourself a cup of coffee or tea. Just remove yourself from having it in a view or that environment and simply don't buy things you have zero self-control over. You can also have some healthier snack options, for example, cut up veggie sticks with a low-calorie dip instead of chips or chocolate. Next up is not counting for all the extra bites, licks, and tastes. These calories all add up. Big mistake I see is often forgetting about and not counting liquid calories, which can quickly add up. And these include cocktails, extravagant coffees, and not counting oil when you cook your food. And as far as oil is concerned, be mindful of how much you're using it, because 1 tablespoon of oil is around 120 calories. Also, a common mistake is not counting calories from condiments, because some salad dressings, even the fat-free ones, often have more calories than the salad itself. All because something says fat-free or sugar-free doesn't mean there is 0 calories in it. And maybe the most common one would be not counting bites. I know most of you are guilty of tasting everything you cook. Am I right? Next mistake is not eating enough protein. This is so important, guys. Protein helps preserve muscle mass when dieting down and helps control our appetite by keeping you fuller for longer, which is super important when in a calorie deficit. If you have trouble sticking to a diet or feel like you're always craving sugar, I would recommend you to use protein powder.
because it is sweet, delicious, and highly convenient way to hit your protein targets.
Mistake number 6 is that simpler diet may be off. So there's a common thing out there that you eat good Monday to Friday and then go all in on the weekends. But by doing this, you're probably ruining an entire week of hard work and just starting all over again. Living a balanced life is great, but if you're serious about burning fat, you're going to have to decide if the weekend binges of alcohol and food are really worth it. Guys, you know the saying that you can't out-exercise a bad diet is said for a reason. The macronutrients you consume are just as important as your total calorie intake. So healthy balance of protein, fats and carbs will ensure your body has all it needs to regulate your metabolism and accelerate your progress. So if either fat loss or muscle gain is your goal, you have to focus on your nutrition because calculating and consuming the right calories and macros is vital. Next mistake is setting unrealistic goals. Telling yourself you will lose 10 kilograms in 1 week of dieting is setting yourself up for failure. You have to set mini achievable goals that will help you get momentum as you take them off. Here also comes the problem of being too restrictive and not allowing yourself to eat anything you love. Remember, you always want something a lot more when you're told you can have it. So when you allow yourself to eat something you enjoy, aka cheat meals, you won't feel so restricted and deprived and you won't feel the need to binge on these things. Another common example among teenagers will be starving themselves all day and then binging at night. So to prevent this, make sure to eat more throughout the day to keep yourself satisfied so you won't reach for pizza and donuts at night, because you would most likely consume less amount of calories if you were eating healthier meals throughout the day.
And last mistake is that you're simply not working hard enough. If you're not lifting enough or doing the right workouts, you're definitely not going to see results. And if you find your workouts are too easy, it's time to increase weight, reps or intensity.
So here you have it. These are some common dieting mistakes that you might be making which keep you stuck on your weight loss journey. If you found some of these tips helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more useful videos just like this one. Bye!